He won't say it. He won't write it down. And if you ask him directly, he might even deny it. But that doesn't mean he isn't falling for you. For a man with an avoidant attachment style, love feels like unfamiliar territory, beautiful, terrifying, and often overwhelming. He doesn't express affection the way movies tell us men should. No poetic confessions, no promises made under the stars. But that doesn't mean he isn't feeling it deeply. He just shows it differently, because his heart doesn't speak through words. It speaks through behavior, subtle, quiet, almost invisible, unless you know what to look for. In this video, we'll explore 5 powerful behaviors he'll never admit are signs he's falling for you. He might not see it yet, but you will. He creates distance, then always comes back. When he starts to feel close to you, something in him pulls away. He might cancel plans, go quiet for a few days, seem emotionally cold, or claim he needs space. And it hurts. You wonder if you did something wrong, if he ever cared at all. But here's the truth. The retreat is not a lack of emotion. It's a response to too much emotion. For someone with avoidant attachment, intimacy feels like danger. Vulnerability triggers old fears of being engulfed, losing himself, or being rejected. So what does he do? He distances himself. But pay close attention to what happens after. He always comes back. Maybe he texts something casual. Maybe he shows up like nothing happened. Maybe he doesn't explain at all. But this return, it matters. Because each time he comes back, it means the bond with you has outweighed his fear, even if only for a moment. Carl Jung believed that what we suppress doesn't disappear. It returns, disguised. And in this case, love returns through absence and reappearance. He listens deeply, but struggles to share. He doesn't pour his heart out. He doesn't flood your phone with long messages or late-night emotional calls. But when you speak, he listens, really listens. He remembers details. The name of your childhood pet, the story about your mom, the way you like your coffee. He may not say, "I love you," but when he listens like that, what he's really saying is, "You matter to me more than I know how to express." Avoidantly attached men are often careful with their words. They've learned not to trust emotion, not to depend on others. But the depth of his attention is revealing, because love for him isn't expressed through grand gestures. It's revealed in how deeply he lets you in, even if he doesn't yet let himself out. He protects his own feelings, but he safeguards yours. That's love, even if he never says it out loud. He shows up when it counts, without being asked. He might not be the guy who sends you good morning texts. He might not check in every hour or ask how your day was. But when things get hard, really hard, he's there. Not with dramatic declarations or showy support, just presence. He fixes your tire, waits with you at the hospital, sits in silence while you cry, and doesn't try to fix it. You never asked him. He never promised. But he's there anyway. That's how love shows up for him. Not in poetry, in reliability. Carl Jung once said, "The meeting of two personalities is like the contact of two chemical substances. If there is any reaction, both are transformed." Being with you stirs something in him, something he doesn't fully understand. But his actions betray the truth. You are already part of his inner world, even if he hasn't told himself that yet. He gets jealous. Quietly, he says he doesn't care, tells you you're free to do what you want, but when another man enters the picture, you see something shift. He gets quieter, withdraws, maybe makes a sarcastic comment, or suddenly questions your plans, and when you ask what's wrong, he brushes it off. Nothing. I'm fine. But he's not fine. Because jealousy isn't always loud. Sometimes it's in the silence, in the way his mood changes, in the way he suddenly seems far away. Avoidantly attached men aren't comfortable admitting they want someone, so when jealousy arises, they feel conflicted. On the outside, they seem detached. But inside, they're struggling with feelings they haven't given themselves permission to feel. This isn't toxic jealousy. It's the fear of losing something precious before they ever allowed themselves to believe they had it. And that fear? It's another name for love. He opens up, then retreats. There will come a moment, unexpected, quiet, maybe late at night, when he says something real. Maybe he tells you about his father, his fears, the pressure he carries that no one sees, and for a moment it feels like a wall has crumbled. This moment is sacred, because for an avoidant man, vulnerability is a risk he rarely takes. But don't be surprised if afterward he pulls away, gets distant, acts cold, as if that moment never happened. This is not because he didn't mean it, it's because he did. And now he's scared of what it means to need someone, to be seen, to no longer be in full control. From a Jungian view, these moments are glimpses of the anima, the feminine emotional part of his psyche seeking connection and healing. And you, just by being real, kind, and present, have triggered that. He may not be able to say it, but in that one moment of truth, he told you everything. He'll never say these behaviors are signs he's falling in love. He might not even realize it himself. But you don't have to wait for the words, because love, in its most honest form, rarely starts with language. It starts with presence, with tension, with silence that speaks louder than any "I love you" ever could. If you recognize these signs in him, know this. He feels more than he admits, more than he understands, and maybe more than he's ready for. But the heart always finds a way to speak, even when the mouth stays silent. If this video resonated with you, let me know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more insights into love, psychology, and silent truths that matter. Until next time, be gentle with your heart and his,